We'll see about XML processing in this particular video lecture. So we have seen how to write a XML code, how to process this data through PHP or JavaScript and other modern development environments. We'll see there. There are two basic styles. One is in-memory approach and the other one is event or pull approach. In-memory approach, reading the entire XML file into memory into some type of data structure along with functions for accessing and manipulating the data. Whereas in event or full approach, we can just pull in few elements of the HTML or lines at a time, thereby avoiding the memory load of large XML file. So event or full approach is more preferable, that is avoiding memory load of a large file. So we'll see how to do this XML processing through JavaScript. Many of the modern browsers, almost all, have a built-in XML parser, and therefore JavaScript implementation support as an in-memory XML DOM API can be done. We can just make use of already existing DOM functions of JavaScript like get element by ID, get element by tag name, create the element in order to access and manipulate the XML data. So we'll see one example of how to do this. So this is a JavaScript part where we are accessing the XML elements. So you can just observe here. So we have just taken whether it's XML HTTP request or not. If so, you are just creating one of the new request through the built-in functions, and otherwise you are just generating it. Then you are just opening the file, loading the external XML file by using the open function of XML HTTP object. So through get method, you are calling art.xml, then send, you are sending it, and response is attached to this. So in order to extract a node list of all paintings, we have already seen this XML example in the beginning of the previous video lecture, where we have just created art as a root node we have taken, which was storing information regarding different paintings, 3 different paintings with a few more elements inside that. So how to extract the data, that we'll see here. So XML doc is the object that we are using. Dot get element by tag name. So tag name which we are extracting is painting. So that painting is stored inside the paintings. If paintings is available, you're just finding what is the length of that, that is how many paintings tags are there inside that particular XML file. So just iterating through that array till the end, and just what displaying the its ID attribute. So every painting has ID associated in a XML file that we have already seen. So by making use of alert function of JavaScript, we are just displaying that. So how do we display is ID equal to paintings of first painting, and its attribute ID we are extracting by the built-in function get attribute, and then we are searching for the title. So for that we have used get element by tag name title. So that is copied into title. If title is available, then you are just displaying that title again in the alert dialog box by using the text content function of that. So this is how we can make use of JavaScript to extract or to process the XML document. So now we have to see how to do this by jQuery, as we have not gone in depth with the jQuery. I'll just try to explain few of them. What we have done is art equal to, so we are taking XML file first line, then it is added with plus equal to, it is added painting ID equal to, and title of that, the entire art will be added to this. What this entire art tag of XML is added to art here. So then using the jQuery, we are just making use of a pass XML function to create the DOM object. So this is how we are doing XML doc equal to $.parse XML. Root node is passed here. Then we have to convert this DOM object to the jQuery object. So that is done through $xm equal to $of XML doc, which is the DOM object which is created through parse XML, that is converted into jQuery object now. So jQuery object we are referring through $XML now. So in order to find all the painting elements, we are using find function, which is associated with the object $XML.find. So which we are searching is painting. So this is copied into an array $paintings. For each, what you are doing is $paintings.each you are using the function. This is the way the function is written inside the jQuery. Then what you are doing inside the function is just displaying the attribute ID of that particular object. So here this is how we make use of this pointer here, which refers to object with which we are with which one is accessed right now. Similarly, you can search the title for the same object and display the title here by using the $title.txt. This is how jQuery can be used for processing the XML document. So next we have one simple examples for each of this. We'll see how to process the XML document through the PHP. PHP provides several extensions for APIs for working with XML, including simple XML extension, which loads the data into an object that allows the developer to access the data through array properties and modify them through methods. The other way is make use of a XML reader, which is full type extension, which uses a cursor like approach similar to that used with the database processing. So first we'll see how to do it by using simple XML. So PHP code is started, file name is assigned with art.xml. If that file is existing, you are just loading it, you are accessing it through $art. So then $painting equal to $art arrow painting, you are accessing a single element and just displaying that through painting arrow title, painting arrow artist, painting arrow artist arrow name, which is nested element inside the artist element of the painting. And you can also display the ID attribute by means of $painting of ID, or else you can use the $painting arrow ID also. This is how you can look through all the paintings, because it is enclosed within the for each loop is used here, right? So you are using a list here, $art arrow painting as $p. You are just making use of the list of the displaying the list of all the paintings. So each time listing element is created, $p arrow title, only title you are displaying here. So this is how you can create a list and then ending the list. Otherwise, just make use of a exit statement here. So now we'll see how to do XML processing using simple XML and XPath both. So here $art is a variable of the PHP, which is making use of a load file function, and $file name is specified here. And then we can make use of XPath here. As you can observe, $art arrow XPath, you have to take the path of that art painting / title. So it's copying all the titles here. For each of the titles, you are getting a array out of this as output, and for that array you are iterating through all the elements of the array. Each time $t is holding one value of the array, then you are just simply echoing that title. So this will display the list of the titles of all the paintings. Another part of this program is you are extracting art painting of year greater than 1800 for the artist. His name is searched here. All the names are copied into the array variable names, and for iterating through all the elements of the array names, you have used for each loop. That's the advantage, as I told you in the previous cases also. Then $n is iterating through all the elements of the $names. You can just display the names of all the others also. So this is how we can do the XML processing. So we'll see the rest of the part in next video lecture.